In the sprawling Persian Empire, a young Jewish orphan named Esther found herself at the center of a story far bigger than she could have ever imagined. Raised by her wise cousin Mordecai, her life seemed ordinary until King Xerxes decided to choose a new queen. From every corner of the vast kingdom, beautiful young women were brought to the palace. Esther was among them, not by accident, but by a divine appointment. When she stood before the king, it wasn't just her beauty that captured his heart. It was the unmistakable favor of God. The scripture tells us the king loved her more than anyone, and he placed the royal crown on her head. Esther was now queen of Persia, but she kept a secret, on Mordecai's advice, her Jewish heritage. Meanwhile, a man named Haman, filled with pride, rose to power. He demanded that everyone bow to him, but Mordecai refused. He would only bow to his God. This act of defiance ignited a fire of rage in Haman. His fury wasn't just for Mordecai. He plotted to annihilate every Jew in the empire. He manipulated the king into signing a death decree, and a wave of mourning, fasting, and weeping swept through the Jewish communities. This is when Mordecai sent a message to Queen Esther, pleading with her to go before the king and intercede for her people. But there was a problem, a huge one. Approaching the king uninvited was a crime punishable by death. Fear gripped Esther's heart. It was a choice between her own safety and the survival of her entire nation. Then came Mordecai's unforgettable words, words that would echo through history. If you keep silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise for the Jews from another place. And who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? In that moment, everything changed. Esther realized her position wasn't for personal comfort. It was for a divine calling. She sent her reply, "Go, gather all the Jews in Susa and fast for me. I and my attendants will fast as you do. Then I will go to the king, even though it is against the law, and if I perish, I perish." For 3 days they prayed and fasted. Then, adorned in her royal robes, Esther took a courageous step of faith and approached the king's throne. When the king saw her, his heart softened. He held out his golden scepter and asked, "What is it, Queen Esther? What is your request?" With incredible wisdom, she didn't reveal her plan right away. Instead, she invited the king and Haman to a banquet, and then to another one the next day. She was waiting, trusting in God's perfect timing. At that second banquet, the moment finally came. Esther spoke with conviction. "If I have found favor in your sight, O king, spare my life and the lives of my people. For we have been sold to be destroyed, killed, and annihilated." The king was stunned and furious. "Who is the man who has dared to do this?" he demanded. Esther's voice was clear and steady as she pointed to her enemy. "The adversary and enemy is this wicked Haman." Justice was swift. Haman's own evil plot became his downfall. He was executed on the very gallows he had built for Mordecai. The king then empowered Esther and Mordecai to write a new decree, one that gave the Jews the right to defend themselves. What was meant to be a day of destruction became a day of glorious victory. What's so incredible about the book of Esther is that God's name is never actually mentioned, but his presence is felt on every single page. He placed Esther in the palace, guided Mordecai's actions, and completely turned the enemy's scheme on its head. It's a powerful reminder that even when God seems silent, he is always at work. Esther's story teaches us that God often uses ordinary people to do extraordinary things. You and I might face moments of fear, just like she did. But courage isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward in faith despite it. Maybe, just maybe, God has placed you exactly where you are right now for such a time as this. Thanks for watching. If this story encouraged you, please give this video a like and consider subscribing for more content that inspires faith. See you next time.